Warning, the following stream contains flashing effects which may trigger discomfort or seizures for those with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Soda Dimension, everyone. Or rather, Soda Space. Outer Space. We're once again back for another round of EarthBound beginnings for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, let's look at how things have changed since the last stream, shall we? So, of course, our cap being that of level 99. And right now, we still have NINTEN at level 20. So we still have ways to go before he hits his cap. And we last left off in Marysville, USA. We finally got out of Magic Hand. And now let's just see what weird and wacky adventures we're going to have today with our titular hero of the series. The first game in this series, that is. Okay. Making sure everything looks good. Alright. I could probably scooch over a little bit more to the right. Hang on a minute. That's more like it. Alright, let's get back into our little game, shall we? Oh, hang on. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to... Oh wait, hang on guys, it looks like I'm gonna need to do a little bit of reconfiguration. Just give me a moment here. Because last time we were playing Ramble, we were not playing EarthBound. Okay, I think we're good. Elvin Sorrel. Hello. Nice to have you here. You're just in time to see me tackle EarthBound beginnings for the Nintendo Entertainment System. So here's where we last left off. Okay, we're in Marysville, USA. We got ourselves to level 20, our HP is at under 28. PP 84, and we've accumulated a total of 7,638 points. We have 3 melodies learned, got an aluminum bat equipped, magic coin and gold ring to serve as our shields, and earth pendants just to provide us with some additional PK defense. Going to nap before work, keeping a tab up. Oh, hello there, Kyra. Also, thank you very much for coming in, even if you are lurking. Anywho, I'm just taking a quick look here. HP 128, PP 84, offense 84, defense 105, bite 54, speed 57, wisdom 52, strength 52, force 57. We got ourselves a few other healing items, and I also have the trusty Starman.net guide, just in case to help me just clarify a few terms I'm not familiar with. All right. Also looking at lore, got an evidence some more. Okara the same. Well, that's okay, guys. If you just want to have me on in the background while you take a nap, that's fine. I'm just going to see what I have to do, in this case, just to help NINTEN continue his fight against the big bad alien baddies. Okay, Let me take a quick look. So yeah, we have $1,818 in our bank account. Actually, I'm just going to take another look in the bank account. $0. Okay, nope. We got nothing to do. Okay, so what we're going to need to do in this case is continue exploring around Marysville and see what we can do here. I'm watching, though I might get called upstairs or something. Okay, well that's alright, Nafila. It's good to have you here as well. And I'm just, well, it's okay if you guys have me on in the background, as I said before. I don't take any personal offense to it. If you come on, you come on. If not, if not. But it's just good to have anyone just come in here and just be a part of RPG Capper. That's pretty much all I'm pretty much looking at. Okay, so let me see if I have a... Okay, here's what... Oh yeah, this is what I was looking for, the asthma spray, because we were dealing with a possessed car last time, and the car blew its exhaust smoke in our face, causing us to have an asthma attack, which made actual battle... which basically just crippled us in battle, and unless we have a spray on hand, we would not be able to stand a chance against the enemy that can actually give us asthma. I mean, asthma's no joke, people. Nobody wants to have asthma. Anyways, let's head out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for a bit is I'm just gonna explore the rest of Marysville and see about where else we can go. My husband is an important man at Twinkle School. He never eats lunch. I've heard many scary monsters look outside town. I'm so afraid they'll take my money away. Yeah, this dialogue seems familiar from the last playthrough we've had. Have you been to Sweet's little factory? No. They manufacture bottle rockets there. Okay, I am familiar with the bottle rocket issue. I'm gonna look around the mountains here. Welcome to Maryville. Podunk West. Union Station North. Yeah, that train station is something we'll probably want to we need to probably use, because at some point we're going to have to go to the other towns throughout this weird and wacky version of USA. And it's the fastest way to go by train, obviously, because even though we could use the dash ability like so. Yeah, let's see what this guy's say. I heard about some weird things over in Podunk. What about no? Heard a zombie was kidnapped. Animals roam the city streets. All kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, and I put an end to both of those. Okay, so if I were to go this way, this will probably take me back to Podunk. And we have a couple of flying saucers, so let's knock them out of the sky. I'm not sure how close we are to level 21. I don't think we are very much close. But if we do well in today's stream, maybe we can get to level 25. Who knows? Let's see. Nothing over here. Okay, so now we're dealing with weaker riffraff. Smash that crow, and it deserves it because it's a thieving son of a bitch. Sunbeast draws in. Now, I know like this guy gives me 1 XP, but if I were to buy Insecticide and use it, I wonder if I'm going to get myself an XP bonus or something. That might be something I'm just going to hold. That's a thought that I'm going to hold on to. Because 1 XP is just peanuts at this point. Okay, we got Farmer Wally back again. Yeah, so we're dealing with all the familiar... With all the usual suspects. Alright. Podunk West, Marysville is. Yeah, so the cops have already cleared the bridge. So if I were to go back this way, this should take me back to Podunk. And I don't have to always... And I don't necessarily need to go back through Magic Hand again. Yeah, looks like we're back in Podunk. City Hall, City Podunk. Okay, so that definitely shows that the curfew's been lifted, and I can travel between Marysville and Podunk easily. Okay, let's take a look at our goods. Onyx Hook. Okay, guys, I'll just be right back. I just need to grab something quickly. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. I just had to grab something off from a drawer. Just forgot. I had to get a charging cord for my phone. Anyways, back to the festivities, back to the game. Okay, yeah, so here we are really much back in Podunk. We've only, like, lost 1 HP, so there's nothing much. Okay, well, now that that's been done, we can now head back and explore more of Marysville. Now at the bridge, wait. Okay, I think I'm leaving Podunk now, going back to the cemetery. Okay, so we need to be focusing all of our efforts on Marysville right now. So we already talked to this guy, so let's just handle it like one step at a time. So we got a lot of flying saucers flying around Marysville here. Oh, there's the railroad that leads to Union Station. So we're just going to hold off on going that way for the time being. Okay, so now let's look around these other buildings here. So we can't really do much of anything over this way. Okay, it's just right next to the rail line here. Yep. And I think it was around over here that I encountered that stupid car. I heard in Duncan's factory up north they started building huge rockets. Okay, so there's Union Station and Duncan's rocket up in there's Duncan's factory up north, yep. How can we get the big rocks off the railroad tracks? I'll bet the mayor leaves them there till election time. Not a good idea to accuse your elected officials of something like that, buddy. Get to school, you're a schoolboy, aren't you? Yeah, I'm a schoolboy, but I'm not a student at that school. Have you been to Sweet's little factory? Yeah, man. Yeah, Wonka bottle caps. Great candy, by the way. And I'm not just saying that because I am a bottle cap. Okay, so that one looks there. Yeah, that just goes back to the rail line. Okay, let's pick up the let's pick up the pace. Wait, this is the guy that says the bottle caps, yeah. Okay. Okay, next row. Stand still. There are many scary monsters lurking outside town. I'm most afraid they'll take my money away. So these monsters just want your money, so they're robbers, not murderers. Husband of a poor man, so he never eats lunch. Yeah, I think I've talked to this one before. Don't take me for an ordinary man, although I'm an ordinary man. So you're an ordinary man, even though you don't want me to take you for it. Well, too bad, I'm taking you for an ordinary man. What happened to school? You have school, don't you? Okay, so here's the burger place. Can't go in there. Big rocks block the railroad. The train cannot pass. Excuse me, but could you answer this question here? Oh, I'm sorry, I've already asked you these questions. Yeah, you gave me a new phone card for it. Yeah, there it is. And my inventory's just completely full. And this is pretty much, yeah, Sawbones. Yeah, Sawbones Benny's hospital. And he charges like over $2,000 for his care. And that's why you need medical insurance. I like to be a doctor and help sick people. I make lots of money doing it. Yep. Everything in Marysville, USA is private. It's privatized. Alright, let's move down to the next row. Coming this fall, Duncan's debutante financing by architectural by construction by the Duncan Company Incorporated. I don't like to study and play Nintendo games. Those are the rules around my house. Okay. Fair rules. Alright. Twinkle Elementary School, south. The hotel. Duncan Enterprises plan to build a strip joint here. No one in town likes the idea of that at all. But it's going to happen anyway because your elected officials want that sponsorship money. I think the rock slide on the railroad tracks could be blown up with a Duncan factory rocket. Okay, so we have a clue. Okay, so we need a Duncan factory rocket to get rid of the rock slide. Good to know. I was in the department store last time because I picked up an aluminum bat for it. Let's pick up the pace back here. I got this from Duncan's factory in the north. What'd you get from Duncan's factory in the north? The hotel in this town isn't any better than the one in Podunk, and yet it is so expensive. Anybody home? Nobody's staying in here. Nobody's staying in here. Okay, we got this guy. A restaurant, run. Happy restaurant, run, be happy. Yeah, I think I've been in here last time as well. Yeah, well, so that guy just loves his musicals and stuff. Okay, so we're moving back downstairs. Yeah, and I don't need to stay at the hotel because 1 HP loss is nothing. Okay. You look so happy all the time. Yeah, he does always look happy. I guess it's... He doesn't let the stress of having to save the world bother him. Fugitive draws near. Rope draws near. NINTEN checked rope. Offense 35, defense 50. Don't let yourself get tied up fighting this guy. Ropes attack. Damage of 1. Fugitive attack. Suffer damage of 1. Okay, let's check the fugitive. It's 32, defense 45. He can be found on the FBI's most wanted list. Okay, let's see how tough these guys are. Let's see how tough this rope is. That's a pretty tough rope if it withstood 53 points of damage. Okay, so I had to smack it twice. Let's see how many times I have to smack the fugitive before it goes down. Before he... Okay. Okay, so that just leads back to the road. Okay. So now, okay, just want to make sure I have all my surroundings examined. Okay, so here's the elementary school again. And I think that's about it for the terms of Marysville. Well, if a creature be me up, if you're going to the station, watch out. I heard the curfew in Proton has been lifted. You know what that means, don't you? We can cross the bridge once more. Okay, so I guess all that's left to do is check the elementary school. Alright, let's get on with it. Now we're in school. Don't run in the hall. I wasn't running, I was just walking. Wait a minute, I don't believe I've seen you before. You must not be from around here, are you? Nope. Show me what you have. You don't have anything dangerous to you. Not unless you consider a baseball bat to be dangerous. Which it is in the right circumstances. I see, just don't run in the hall. And I wasn't running. Okay, that goes upstairs. I don't want to go into the classrooms just about yet. I was picking on that weakling Lloyd, but he got away. Why would you want to pick on someone who's weak? I mean, it just goes to show what kind of a guy you are, coward. We've been picking on that weakling Lloyd, right? There's a padlock on the door at the top of the stairs. Okay, so I can't go upstairs right now, so I'm gonna have to go into each of these here classrooms. So, okay, so let's start. First, we're gonna run in the hall, even though we've been told not to, because screw the rules here. Okay, there's the janitor. Of course the door to the roof is locked. We can't have students sneaking out to play games, when they should be studying, no. No, please have some tea. Okay, no double dialogue from that one. Alright. Okay, let's see what... Pardon me. Yes, it's not that big of a problem. My wife is a bigger problem. She doesn't get out of bed until afternoon each day. She won't even pack me a brown bag lunch. Isn't that just horrible? Nope. Kids don't know the sorrows of real life. So that just explains why he doesn't eat lunch, because his wife doesn't get out of bed until afternoon. Then when she does get up, she goes shopping. Luckily I hid the credit cards from that woman. Don't you think she's a terrible wife? What if I said no? When she was young, she was very pretty. Come to think of it, she's not that bad after all. Would you like some tea? How about no? When you're old, you'll wish that young punks would respect you. Okay, so he's ranting. He's pretty much acting like he's pretty much being a total boomer here. But, you know what, let's just humor this guy a bit more. How dare you talk about my wife like that, Scram? Bro. You practically wanted me to admit it. You are a pretty good kid. You say you need to go up to the roof? Follow me. Okay, so I can have the access to the roof now. My wife was the first Miss Marysville in history. Okay, I've unlocked the roof. While you're up there, make sure to take in the view. It's unforgettable. Okay, that was fast. Okay, we're on the roof of the school now. There's Marysville down below. There's something going on in that garbage can. You know what, we'll check the garbage can in a moment. Please have some tea. Well, at least I obliged him enough to the point that he unlocked the roof. But let's just see who else we have around here. Small wounds can be treated here, but real sickness must be treated in the hospital. Oh, I got a free treatment, and that got my HP back up. Okay. Well, that's cool. Thank you, school nurse. In the chemistry lab, can I check the beakers and vials here? Can't use the chalkboard. Anything in the drawers here? Nope. Moving on. Have you played Super Mario Bros. 7? I'm still playing Super Mario Bros. 3. It's been quite a challenge for me. Super Mario Bros. 7. Let me see. So Super Mario World was Super Mario Bros. 4. Mario World 2 would have been Yoshi's Island, be 5. 6. I'm guessing Super Mario 6. No, Super Mario 64 is just Mario. It didn't know Luigi in that one. Ah, whatever. Did you see a strange man in the lab? Well, I saw him. Okay, move past these desks, so I have to go this way. You are late, aren't you? I'm not even one of your students, so what do you... So get out of my ass. I still don't know how to carry over in subtraction. You'll learn. You'll learn, kid. I can't do a cartwheel. Some kids can, some kids don't. Any first grader can do a cartwheel, don't you think? I don't know. Some do, some don't. The janitor has the key to the roof. Huh? But he wouldn't give it to me. Yeah, but he gave it to me. No, wait a minute. No, he didn't. He just unlocked it for me. No, what does it matter? I now have access to the roof. I saw Lloyd steal explosives. I'm afraid of what Mr. Teacher will say. Oh boy, Lloyd's being a bad boy. I'm Susie, I'm Miss Marysville. Aren't I gorgeous? Nope. You are ugly. You remind me of a noodle noggin. No regrets for that. Guess that's our nickname, Noodle Noggin. You look cute too. Alright, moving upstairs. It's too bad that the door to the roof is locked. Maybe you'd like to join me. I was going to sneak out and play with my Game Boy. Nope. You don't talk very much, do you? Nope, but I do answer yes or no questions. You don't talk very... Yeah, he gives me the same spiel either way. I heard strawberry tofu is popular in big cities. I'd like to taste some. Well, let's see what effects it does when you do eat it. The gym teacher made me do extra push-ups again. I'd rather do sit-ups, though. How can you get lost in the schoolyard? I just can't believe it. I can't believe it either, especially since it's a lot of wide open space. I am hungry. Let's do lunch. Don't take me for an ordinary man. Those are Dad's favorite words. Your dad needs therapy, kid. Trust me, he does. Alright, moving on. Alright, next room. Empty classroom. Alright. Okay, nothing in here, moving on. Ooh, a piano. Let's play it. Okay, so it won't let me play the piano. Can't check it from here either. Nope, can't do anything. Oh well, moving on. Oh, we got gift boxes. NINTEN opened a present. There was slingshot. Can't carry anything else. NINTEN opened a present. There was plastic bat. Can't carry anything else. Yeah, it's just... So this is just simply the gym storage area. and I don't need a plastic when I have an aluminum bat. La la la, dandelion seeds fly up to the sky. La la la, I love music most of all. Keep quiet in the library. Achoo! Gesundheit. I think Lloyd will grow up and be a computer engineer. What the? Okay, I just saw the screen flash right for one. Wait a minute. I see an affliction of cold there. This little brat just sneezed, and I caught her cold, and I just caught her cold instantly. Thanks a lot, you little turd. Alright, hang on, maybe I could probably heal myself. But this here is poison. That doesn't get rid of the cold either. That's for my asthma spray's for asthma. That's not a cold. Oh! Okay, am I taking any damage from this cold though? So let me take a look. I have 225 HP and 75 PP. Okay, the screen flashed red. Okay, you take 1 point of damage for every time you pretty much suffer the congestion that the cold virus cold virus infects on you. Okay, I guess I have to go down to the school nurse and get this cold cleared up. I think she's over here, but I think she said she only treats small wounds. But I don't know, let me check with her. I have to go to the frickin' hospital for that. I don't want to go down and see that sawbone son of a bitch. I mean, he's gonna charge me an arm and a leg to cure my cold. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Alright, we'll go back to the elementary school in a moment. First, I gotta cure this cold. I'm gonna talk to the nurse. Fudge. 1818. I guess I have no choice but to talk to this guy. $909. Just for fine, whatever. Just cure my cold. Thanks for the 909. You're now cured. Go get hurt again and come back soon. What a jerk! Holy crap! First he charges me a pretty penny just to get myself cured of that cold. Now he tells me to go get hurt again. I guess he's probably allowed to get away with that. He's the only medical practitioner in town. Okay, but I gotta watch out. Some of these kids have really come down with something nasty. Okay, any case, he hasn't even restored my PP. Oh my god. Okay, well, can't do much of anything about it. Let's go to the roof and check out what's in that garbage can. Who are you? I won't come out. If I do, everyone will pick on me. Yeah, that's definitely Lloyd. He's probably still... I don't know what he's hoping to accomplish just by continuing to stay in there. I mean, you're gonna have to come out of that can sometime, Lloyd. You want me to be my friend? Don't tell anyone, but I stole some explosives. Yes, I'm coming out now. Okay. Howdy do, Lloyd. Hi, I am Lloyd. I wanted to fly the bottle rockets that the sweet little factory was producing. No problem. Okay. So Lloyd here will be our next party member, but he's a perma-party member. Let me see what I can give to him. No, I can't give any of these. The phone card's for me to use it. Okay, maybe what I need to do is get a bottle rocket for him. Maybe then it would be... He will then join my party. Okay, you know what? So I guess what we're gonna need to do then is head down to the factory and get ourselves a bottle rocket. So we've gallivanted around Marysville for a bit. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Let's just stop at the whole... I mean, normally I don't have to do this, but I kind of want to get a fresh start on our little trek. And after all, it's easy to build up money in this game. Alright, now let's save. Because we made a lot of progress since... 840... 623 bucks, okay. Alright. So we're not going to go on the train tracks immediately. We're going to head south for a bit. Because there is that big building, and I think that's the bottle rocket building we want to check out. But there's also another factory up north as well, but that's but it's blocked off due to the rock pile. Oh, wolf draws near. Okay, so it's not the stray dog. Watch out for those pearly whites. Well, I wasn't able to watch out, but I only took 1 point of damage. Oh, and he was weak. Only had to smack him for 1. Okay, or that. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. So looks like 10, 20, 30. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 31. I guess that one was worth 34 XP. Okay, let's take a look. Aluminum bat magic coin. Okay, so we're still good for that. Yeah, let's head further south to see what about that, what that big building will give us. Okay, here's the big building that we saw from our perch up here. Yeah, that's the cave we emerged from when we got back from Magic Hands. So this is the building that we saw. Nothing over here. Eagle A draws near, Eagle B draws near. Okay, so we got eagles to deal with. Quickness is the source. Its quickness is the source of its pride. Alright. Dealing with the second eagle beam now. Okay. The payouts are pretty decent right now. I should have no problem getting to 10,000 points this session. Smack the bear around. Sweet Soul Factory. Okay, so this is where we should find a bottle rocket for LLOYD to use. We got rats. Okay. Lots of gift boxes in here. Wait. I don't think I've explored. Nope, that's all there is for this room. Nothing but rats in here? Okay, let's see what's in here. Nope, hang on, I wanted to check. Butter knife. Just a butter knife, eh? There's a ladder. Alright, we'll ascend and descend the ladders momentarily. I just want to see what's left on this floor. There's a barbot in this one. As long as he doesn't hit me with his PK Beam Gamma, I should be okay. 21. Bite increased by 2, speed by 2. 2, wisdom by 2, strength by 2, force by 2. Okay, so that one was an empty room. Let's see what's in here. Another Barbot. It's kind of better to smash him so I wouldn't have to risk getting hit by that PK being Gamma. 43. 32 points. Magic Herb. Yeah, it's just usually basic level stuff in here. It's not releasing ads for some reason. Refresh twice. That's weird. Anyways, good to have you in here as well, Gwina. It's like there was supposed to be some kind of an ad roll, but it just didn't go through or something. 3 refreshes for the win. That's pretty interesting. I mean, I wouldn't know since I can't really take a look at the ad roll, at any ad rolls when I'm streaming. There was rope, can't carry in. The rope might be worthwhile, but I don't have any. I'm not dealing with any major enemies in here. Let me take a look here. 84. It was weird. Oh well. Lol. Yeah. Okay, so the only thing I really need to look forward to inside this here factory is a bottle rocket that I could give to Lloyd, and that should entice him to join my party. How are you doing today, Gwina? Okay, let's pick up the pace, because this is a big-ass factory. Trying to get motivated to clip before the Super Bowl. Oh, no worry. If you're unable, I mean, I can handle the clipping. If other people just don't want to really clip, I can just do the clipping myself after the stream is over, and then just review the stream at a later time and determine what material would make for good clips. Okay, there's a ladder here. I'm not sure if there was another ladder earlier. I'm just going to go back a bit. I'll clip. Okay, cool. Because I just put out a few more clips from yesterday from my 3rd stream of EarthBound Beginnings. But, and I don't know. I've actually had a few good singers in that one. Also, speaking of the Super Bowl, I don't really care to watch it. I'm not a football fan. Never watched a Super Bowl in my life. But if people want to watch the big game, they can go right ahead. I had a silly stream last night, had some teammates rolling, my meter just there for the ads. Oh, you're watching the Super Bowl ads. You know, here's a thing I've actually find about Super Bowl ads. It's the only, I mean, I always see, okay, fuck the game, I just want to check what was in that present, in the gift box. Let a guy check. Okay. Antidote, can't carry anything else. Okay, so that's all the gift box says. So anyways, only time I like commercials during the Super Bowl. Well, see, that's the thing I just find sad. That the only time in America where advertisers give a damn about making a quality commercial is only for the Super Bowl. Any other time of the year, they just don't give a shit. They just either follow a basic formula, throw something together, and just pass it off as if it's supposed to be it's supposed to be good enough to entice the person to go buy the product. I mean, if advertisers put in as much effort for their commercials any other time of the year, just as they do in the Super Bowl, people wouldn't mind commercials. That's just my 2 cents on the issue. And the fact that they do put in an effort just makes some quality ads for the Super Bowl shows that they have the means to put the time aside to make something that's memorable and enticable enough for people to want to buy their products or get involved with, or just buy their services. Physical cap, can't carry anything else. Ninja open the present. There was Life Up Cream, can't carry anything else. Okay, so I see physical cap and Life Up Cream. I want to research these 2 items a bit. Let's go to our website. Okay. Okay, so we're on the first one here. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go to Facts and Guides. Okay. Items and PSI guide, here we go. Okay, so there's physical cap and Life Up Cream. PSI and item guide. Oh wait, coming soon. Oh, for... Okay, that's a bit of a dick move. Alright. Coming soon, more like what? Coming never. Well, I guess we can go do this. Check to see if there's anything here listed. But this is just a Q&A. It doesn't even... Oh my god, all I really want is to have the right just to check to... I just want to know what's in the item here. Okay, let's take a look in here. South of Marysville. Oh no, that's just a map. Hang on a minute. Sweet's little factory. Here we go. Okay, that just shows me everything here, and okay, so it's like there's like 4 levels to this. We are on the bottom level. Okay. EarthBound 0 map. Items and PSA. It doesn't really show me anything. This is crazy. Oh my god. No. Okay, looks like we got something a little bit better here. No, they don't... This is... Oh my god. Okay, hang on a minute. Oh my god. All I really want is some information regarding certain items here. I mean, I had another guide, but I don't think that... Oh, okay, hang on a minute. Nope. Okay, how about this one? Okay, maybe I think I might have found it. Okay. This actually just... Okay. Looks like I might have found anything here. Okay. Life Up Cream. Alright, sorry about the delay, everybody, but it looks like I might have found a proper... Like, I found a proper site here that gives me the item list. So, okay, Life Up Cream. Restores all HP, $194. Area of Magic and Zoo of a Sweet Factory. Used to heal wounds, so that's all that really does. Now, there's one called Physical Cap. Physical Capsule, that's what it's... So it's not a baseball cap, but rather a capsule. Take this capsule to raise your strength. Raise its strength stats by 5. Okay, so that just boosts our strength stat. Okay, so let's take a look here. Our current strength is 54, so if we were to take a physical capsule, put it to 59, and it is supposed to help increase overall offense upon the next level up. But I think having LLOYD in my party would be more preferable because NINTEN here is strong enough as he is. And what we really need to do is get ourselves a bottle rocket. Okay, we have ourselves another gift box. Okay, nothing but magic herbs in here. Okay, so we're done in here. So we're gonna go back upstairs. So this factory is 4 floors. We are on the 2nd floor. Going to the 3rd floor now. I'll check in that door a little bit later. Alright, let's check in here. So yeah, like I said about before with ads, fight capsule, can't carry anything else. Okay. So I'm guessing that a fight capsule will also increase your fight stat, but let's just take a look at the guide to make sure. Yeah. Fight capsule raises fight stats by 5. Alright. Alright, moving on. So these capsules will be beneficial for LLOYD to use more than NINTEN. But we have to get, again, LLOYD in our party. More magic herbs. So they've got magic herbs up the wazoo in this here factory. Where are all the workers? Aren't there supposed to be any workers working here? Or did the aliens get them? Nothing but rats and barbots in here. Unless the barbots are the workers. Okay, here's the ladder to the top floor. And open the present, there was antidote. Okay, more antidotes in here. Also, another thing that I have to bring up when it comes to the Super Bowl is like, it's pretty much just shows that everyone in America is pretty much magically a football fan because for no other reason than it's the big game. And I'm like, okay, so nobody gives a fuck. I mean, apparently people who don't give a fuck about football all of a sudden magically give a fuck about football when it's the Super Bowl. I mean, aside from the fact that it's the big game, I mean, it's still the same game of football, only the difference is that's now played at the Super Bowl stadium in the respective city. And then all of a sudden, like, everyone now starts acting like they've been fans of football this whole time just because the Super Bowl is on. I mean, come on. There was quick capsule, can't carry anything else. Okay. So, quick capsule, let's just take another look at this. I think this will just bolster your speed. Nope, hang on, I moved too fast. Quick capsule, raises speed stats by 5. Okay, that's a good one to have. But this would also determine the attack order as well. But again, these capsules, as I stated before, better suited for LLOYD to use. Once we get LLOYD, we're coming back to this factory and loading ourselves up with this garbage that's strewn about. But yeah, as you guys can plainly see, I don't care about the Super Bowl either way. Plus, I'm one of my... But again, if anyone else here actually enjoys watching the big game, more power to you. It's not my thing, and I also really don't like the sheer level of hypocrisy that some people like across Canada or America have when it comes to the Super Bowl, like saying, "Oh yeah, we don't give a fuck about football unless it's the Super Bowl. Then we give all the fucks about football." I mean, come on, it's like. If you really, like, what I mean, I just don't see any magical difference in football just because it's the Super Bowl. It's the same game that you don't really care about any other time of the year, but now, like, now that the game is being played on a certain Sunday, all of a sudden it's now a must-see event, and I never understood the logic behind that. When Nintendo opened the present, there was Life of Cream. Can't carry anything else. Okay, we're not going to be able to get that from... Alright, moving on. More presents. This place is chock full of treasure. Magic herb, another magic herb. And a plastic bat, so there's a couple areas with plastic bats. I don't know why there's a child's toy inside a big factory that manufactures bottle rockets, but whatever. So we got ourselves a garbage can. There was a bottle rocket. Can't carry anything else. Okay, so we definitely have to burn through an item in order to collect that bottle rocket, because we need to give it to LLOYD. There's a PSI stone. Do we have anything? Okay. Yeah, this is gonna... Okay, I kind of have a feeling I probably should have left a couple items with... I mean, I guess what I could do in this case is use an onyx hook to go back to Magic Hand. Drop off a few items that I have in my inventory in... Unless I want... I'm trying to figure out what to do, because some of these... I mean, the big bag is good because I get a lot of... I get, a whole... the guide says it stores 30 magic herbs in here, and I could use these magic herbs in case of emergency. PSI stone to restore PSI, in case I get too low. Onyx hook to get me the magic hand. Phone card. Just to call up the old man in case I need to save in town. Asthma spray to deal with more. I guess I could leave behind great-grandfather's diary, because I don't need to read it if Ingorda gets back to Magic Hand. Okay. So, because the PSI, because these are good items to have, so I guess I'm gonna have to make use of this. Okay, so what we're gonna do in this case is we're going to stop in the... Okay, that's the guy that stores our stuff. I mean, no, that's the guy that saves our progress, what am I saying? So I need to store... Yes. So we're gonna leave great-grandfather's diary. I guess for the time being, let's store a PSI stone. Okay, we have 2 slots now open. And I did manage to level up, so we are going to save this progress. Okay, we have $1,169 total. 1,053. Okay, so we're not going to be able to level up if we stay inside that factory. Okay, so now that we have this done, let's take a look. 119 out of 28. That's nothing. Not a quick visit to the infirmary over here will fix. Yeah. Okay. So we're heading back to Earth. Now, the Onyx Hook only takes us to Magic Hand. It can't take us back out of Magic Hand. But I can at least take this opportunity to take out some enemies along the way and earn some proper XP. Those rats aren't good for anything. The Barbots, on the other hand, they are. Groucho Marx draws near. I mean, anything to help bolster those levels. Now there's... Okay, yeah, this one I couldn't... Alright. Yeah, because I missed out on one hole earlier. Missed out checking out on one hole earlier, but... Okay, let's go this way. Okay, we do need to clear out of Magic Hand as quickly as possible because we do... I mean... Wait a minute, I want to check something over here first. Did I ever go down this way? Okay, I think I already have. So while we're doing this, there's another thing I actually want to touch base upon. Now, normally I'm not the kind of person that actually likes to talk politics on this channel very often, but I kind of feel like this is something I do have to rant about. Now, anyone who's actually been in my Discord and have noticed that I put up a little bit of a rant regarding my visit to a certain stream a few days ago. Well, all I could really just say about this is, it pretty much went. This is how things went with the stream. I came into the stream, I pretty much said a few hellos to the streamer. And the streamer was pretty much in the middle of playing Mario Kart 64 on his channel, as part of some kind of a retro themed stream for the day. So I pretty much just was just talking to him about Mario Kart 64, and then the conversation pretty much just shifted a little to the Mario Kart's battle modes, and now, I understand that some people there's a bit of a love-hate relationship with the battle modes of Mario Kart depending upon the game, but the thing about this is that while discussing the certain merits about the battle mode, the stream of his began an ad roll. So when the ads started to play, I pretty much sent a message to the streamer to let him know that the ads are currently playing, and whatever thought he held on to just to wait until the ads are done. No harm, no foul, right? So just so I would let him know that while the ads are playing, and if I don't really reply to him immediately, it's because of those ads. It is not just I decided to take a silent stance on him and decide to ignore him for the next few minutes, just so I could make it look like that I'm not being rude or anything to him. However, after I had made this statement in his chat, one of his, I'm just going to pretty much just say that one of his subscribers pretty much had informed me that if you don't want to have to deal with the ads, then consider subscribing. And the subscription cost to that channel was $8.99 a month. Now the thing about this was, I was not interested in subscribing. All I really wanted was to have a bit of, just to chat with him and have a little bit of just get some questions answered in regards to his views on Mario Kart's battle modes. But and I pretty much have informed the chatter in his stream about that, because I wasn't interested in subscribing to his channel. I mean, because here's the thing, I have no guarantee whatsoever that I'll be able to make time for his streams every single day, because this guy pretty much just streams every single day. And honestly, I also have a life outside of the RPG Capper stream. I mean, there are other things I have to do. I have to either pretty much do some shopping, go to work for my landlord, pay my rent, help clean up the house and everything, and as well as help visit my dad, help him out. So it doesn't guarantee that I'm gonna have all the time in the world to be on his stream every night, just to make it my money's worth for subscribing to his channel every month. And while subscribing to someone's channel is a good way to provide support for that particular channel, and I do appreciate people who do legitimately support this channel, you guys are rock stars, even though I do not consider it a mandate. It's not really something that I have to openly state to people, because streaming platforms like Twitch are no longer in their infancy. They've been around for a good decade now. So I pretty much just I pretty much replied to the streamer to the chatter on the streamer's page that, sorry, the streamer's channel, that is, that I'm not interested in subscribing. I just really just want to get I just only wanted to make mention that that the ads are rolling, so that we can actually, both of us can wait until the ads are done so we can resume the conversation. And he said, well, you just gonna, he says, you don't have to tell the streamer that there is that you have there's ad rolls on his stream. Like, you need to, if you don't want to deal with ads, you need to subscribe. Okay, I got to the next level. Fight is increased by 2. Just one moment, guys. I'll just go Vera speed by 3, wisdom by 3, strength by 2, force by 3, maximum HP by 6, maximum EB by 7. Nintendo learned a new PSI for power for battle. Okay, just give me one quick moment, guys. I just need to check to see what type of powers I have, so I don't have anything that I can be used outside of battle. PSI shield off, offense up. Hypnosis. Healing Beta. Healing Pi. There's the new ability. I just want to take a look at what Healing Pi does. Okay, Healing Pi. 6 PB to use, cures one party member from sleep. Okay, so if a party member has been put to sleep, it cures the affliction. While hypnosis causes one enemy to sleep. PS. Okay, cool. Alright, so we have that known. Okay, so now that we have leveled up, let's just go save up in town for a bit. Because every time I level up, I do feel enticed to save my progress. So anyways, getting back to my story here. I've basically been pressured to subscribe to the channel so I wouldn't have to deal with the ad rolls and I wouldn't have to be wasting the streamer's time for the fact that I have mentioned the obvious fact that there are ad rolls. But again, I pretty much have to say that while it's understandable, that the streamer and his chats want me to subscribe so we wouldn't have to deal with the ad roll, so he doesn't have to be reminded that there is an ad roll, I have no guarantee whatsoever, again, that I'll be on his channel every single day or every 2 or 3 days. I just don't have that kind of free time like others do. And if I had more free time to spend, like, in the evenings, such as, like, that doesn't have to involve other chores, which doesn't guarantee me a chance to just attend the stream, I mean, I kind of feel like it would be an absolute waste of my money to subscribe to the channel. And now I know there'll be some people who might be watching this and say, well, you don't necessarily have to participate in the chat entirely on the stream, You could simply just have it on, and you can pretty much bring up Twitch on your phone and have it play in the background while you do your other chores. Well, normally, yes, but the thing is that when I have certain tasks to do, I have to be able to concentrate entirely on my tasks and not have anything playing in the background. I'm not like other people who think they could simply just have music on or just have the television on in the background while they study for a test or something like that. That's not how it works with me. When it comes to concentrating on my work, I have to have absolute silence. And when I have any type of reading, any type of studying, or any type of other work around to do around this, it has to be, I need some peace and quiet, or otherwise it breaks my concentration, and I could legitimately just have a nervous breakdown. Anyways, I've saved progress, so we're back to level 22. So, I'm not like other people when it comes to that subscription. And whenever I'm actually doing these types of streams, as well as attending other people's types of streams, it's only usually because I actually have the time to put aside I just have that time put aside. Basically what I'm saying. So I would actually say that it's pretty much not worth it for me to be on a stream. To attend other people's streams if I'm going to be too busy. And also if I don't even have that kind of money to spend when I have to be devoting that money to other essentials like grocery shopping. Yes, a lot of people could say, well, $8.99 is not a whole lot of money. Yeah. But I don't consider that's not the point here. The point is that I don't have that much of an income right now in order to be spending that kind of money on subscriptions, even if it is a decent rate. Because $8.99 can pay for a 1-month subscription, but it can also pay for a few grocery item essentials that I need to help support my roommates. Because some of us here are on disability, and I may even have to qualify for disability. I may have to see if I qualify for disability myself, or see if I can still be able to attend the workforce despite my existing disabilities, as people can hear me over. I mean, I have ADD, I'm on the autism spectrum, I have a tendency to stumble over my own dialogue. It's just something that I was born with, and I just can't help it. But unfortunately, when you have other middle-aged streamers out there like me, who tend to swim in their own brew and want to pretty much also lecture other chatters on what they're supposed to do on their own stream, or actually have their posse to tell them what they're supposed to do, especially to the point of pure pressure. I mean, I don't consider that to be good form. It's just not. I would not consider that to be good PR or good form for your channel. But again, I digress. I'm just speaking this from my perspective. Did I go this way? I don't think I actually ever remember going down this way before. Or did I? Oh, quick capsule. Yeah. Okay. So basically the point I'm just trying to make here is don't tell other people to subscribe if their original intent is not to subscribe. If people like your channel enough, they can subscribe on their own. Twitch is not a new platform anymore. It's been around for a decade, and streaming culture is already part of the zeitgeist. So following and subscribing is just part of the second nature for those who stream or attend streams. We don't need to. I don't think we really need to be reminding people to subscribe when it's pretty much a foregone conclusion of what people can do if they like a stream good enough and they have the money and the time. This is also why I don't tell anyone to subscribe on my channel. If people want to subscribe, they'll do so. Anyways, here's the garbage can, so let's get that bottle rocket. Lloyd seems to know how to use it. Okay, we got the bottle rocket, so we're heading out. I don't want to have to go back to Magicant again. I could use the Onyx hook and get myself out of here. But that just means trekking back through Magicant. And rats are just pretty much, they give me peanut payouts here. I mean, 3 XP just doesn't cut anymore at this level. Okay. Okay, I can run down the ladder. That's cool. Okay, we're back out. Now let's go back to Lloyd and give him that bottle rocket. Yeah, I got the asthma spray. I have to have that on hand because I don't want to deal with those stupid cars again. But I may end up dealing with those stupid cars. Better to be out here where the payouts are better. Oh, and another thing. If I'm in the middle of a conversation with someone and they tell me that ads are starting, I'm not gonna take offense. And I'm not gonna tell them to subscribe either. I could suggest that they can subscribe, but I'm not going to tell them to. Because you know what? I'm better than that. I'm not going to be an absolute dick to people to tell them to subscribe to something for an action that's already pretty much that can pretty much go without saying to regular stream hoppers. If anything, I would even dare say that it's kind of rude to tell people to subscribe when they actually know that they can if they're within their means to. I actually want to take... Okay, you know what? I want to take a bit of a look at this rail here. Okay, there's a tunnel. Anything over here? Nope, nothing over here. Maniac truck draws near. NINTEN check Maniac Truck, events 34 and events 48. What is going to happen next? Speeding reckless driving or pop to... Okay, so this guy got... Yeah, this guy hit me pretty hard. Okay, but at least I got the spray. Oh my god, is it gonna keep doing this? Okay, I'm just gonna have to use a PSI. Okay, this is not good. I mean, I could get killed here. Why does the game keep doing this? Okay, do I have any... Do I run? Do I use healing or what? Shit. I don't even know how much I can recover during... Maybe I'll try this. That worked. Okay, I was getting genuinely concerned there. I hate it when they actually hit me with that stupid exhaust. Okay, we can go into the train tunnel, but I'm gonna hold off on it. I don't have a good feeling about that tunnel. Bag lady draws near. God, that chick looks frightening. Bag lady. Offense 12, defense 38. Her refrigerator-shaped body holds a heart of ice. She smacked me with her grocery bags, but I only got... She smacked me again, so I got hit with 2 grocery bags and I took 2 points of damage. Okay, so she doesn't really have much in terms... I don't know what a bag lady's doing all the way out here near the rails. Cycle car draws near, so we have another card. The other one I faced last stream was blue. Hypnotism does not work on the car. Ran out of control and smacked me for 12. Alright, let's bust up this car. Turn it into spare parts. But we also want to make sure that we have good defense. Okay, 72 points, that's not bad. How much do I get out of them? 9597. 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Looks like I get 60 points out of them. 9658. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, this one is weak. 9658, okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Actually, it's 61, it looks like. So it looks like I may... Oh my god. Okay, so the car can be a pile of junk just from one... Okay, how am I gonna handle this truck? The trucks are no joke, they can hit hard. You know, I'm gonna try this. Okay, I one-shotted them. Cool. Wish I can use life up bait. Wait a minute. No, I don't have life up cream. Okay, cool. Actually, I want to give these PSI stones a try. Alright, so it's just pretty much the PP equivalent of Magic Herb. Psycho truck draws near. So we have a blue, a red, and a black truck. Oops. Okay, I at least dodged this one. Let's break up this truck. And I one-shotted it. So that was 34 points. Those have got to be the most flimsiest... I'm sorry, but those cars and trucks have to be incredibly flimsy. If I'm able to at least destroy them using nothing but an aluminum baseball bat. I mean, they're cars and trucks. How can a little boy like NINTEN just smash up a car and a truck using nothing but a baseball bat? Especially when they're possessed. In one shot. Okay, 99.28. So the wildlife are a little bit more easier to deal with than the runaway motor vehicles. Okay, we got to 10,000 points on the dot. So now we're officially in the 5 figures. Well, that's good. But we still haven't leveled up yet. $60 points, so 30 points per saucer. Okay. Still following the tracks. Mad car. Okay, so there was the mad car, there was the cycle car. This time, let's see if I can take it out. Yeah, I can one-shot this. But when you're suffering with asthma, no can do, baby blue. Oh, there's the rock. There's the rock slide. Let's just take a look. Okay, so I already checked them out last time when they said hypnotism to work. You know what? If you're gonna get hit by a truck, I mean, NINTEN would be... he'd be dead. Or at least knocked into a concussion. But, video game logic. So you can only suffer a few points of damage if you get hit by a truck. Just like smacking a truck with a baseball bat will turn it into a pile of spare parts. Alright, moving on. So I have the bottle rocket. Yeah, you can know how to... LLOYD knows how to use it. So if I try to use it, you can't use it. NINTEN doesn't have the know-how to use it. Can we eat this? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Okay, there's another way this way. Okay, so we're close to Union Station, but Union Station is past these mountains. We can't really traverse through. Okay, so there's a path up these mountains. NINTEN found a pass that someone had left behind. Can't carry anything else. Okay. So we would have to put something away. Yeah, there's just more wildlife up here. Okay, I can go this way. Okay, this leads to a dead end. But at least I'm having a chance to take on some enemy encounters. And earn a little bit of extra XP on the side. I mean, if it helps me get to level 25, then that would be good, because that's what I'm pretty much aiming for today, if possible. Okay, let's check over here. Another wolf. Okay, nothing of us over here. Like there's a big rock over here. Okay, can't go this way. Oh, there's a building. Wait, is there some? Oh no, that's just around around the bend of the rock. Oh, look at that. We have another doggy, similar to the one at our house. No problem. This factory is Mr. Duncan's private property. Let's see your pass. Oh, don't have the pass. Okay, so I definitely need to have that pass with me. But we're gonna have... So I guess at this point we have no choice. We're gonna have to go... I guess this is pretty much as far as we're gonna go. Now we're gonna head back to... Marysville and rendezvous with Lloyd. Okay, let's pick up the pace. Another bar bot. And okay, first we're getting rid of the bar bot. It's a good thing I can one-shot them now. PSI block. Names of PSI block. Okay, so then all I can do is use physical attacks or items. And I got to the next level. Fight by 3, speed by 2, wisdom by 3, strength by 2, force by 2, maximum PP by 5. Alright, moving on. Okay, so we're gonna pick up this pass a little bit later after we get Lloyd on our party. Let's beat feet back to Marysville. Oh, not this one. Seriously, I mean, NINTEN should have broken bones by now by being hit by that truck, not just take 13 HP of damage. And yet he could still suffer from asthma. Be careful if it's exhaustive if you're asthmatic. Yeah. Old news, buddy. Old news. Let's keep building up that XP, though. Let's up those numbers. Okay, so we've explored on the east side of the tracks, so let's stick to the west side of the tracks now. Okay, back in Marysville. Alright, let's take a quick look. We've been roughed up pretty good from that little trek, so let's stop at the hotel and rest up. I'm not going to the hospital because I'm not paying that exorbitant bill. To the school we go. Hi, I'm Lloyd. I wanted to fly the bottle rockets that the sweet little factory was producing. Wow, this bottle rocket is sure to cause a bang. We may be able to make some more on our own. Come with me to the lab. Later we should go to Duncan's factory. I've heard they're constructing an incredible rocket. They call me names, Weakling or Four Eyes or worse. I'm sure that you've heard them. Ah yes, the old days where nerds were dunked on just for being nerds. Thank goodness we're not living in those times anymore. Lloyd, your bottle rocket and my... Great, isn't it? What? Oh boy. We're gonna get detention for sure out of this. whole lab's a mess. Okay, but at least now we have Lloyd in our party. He starts at level 1. HP 28, offense 4, no, he has no PP because he does not have psychic ability. Offense 4, defense 2, fight 4, speed 2, wisdom 8, strength 4, force 3, and again, no experience because he hasn't engaged in battle. But we should be able to get some money from the department store at the ATM and load Lloyd up with some good gear. So in this case, the PSI stone has to stay with NINTEN because he's the one with the psychic power. However, now we have 8 new slots because now that we have Lloyd in our party. So what we're going to do is we are going to give the bag to Lloyd, because he could use more of those recovery herbs than me. And I'm going to give him the quick capsule. For fuck's sakes, man. Okay. 64 and 2. Yeah, he needs more speed. Okay, hang on a minute. Quick capsule. Give. Okay. Onyx hook, I'll keep on NINTEN for the time being. Phone card, well, that's for NINTEN used to call his dad. Asthma spray, he needs to stay. Bottle rocket. Okay. So when it comes to bottle rocket, I'm gonna give it to Lloyd because he's an expert. That leaves 3 slots. Oh, the lab's just nicely cleaned up. I hope the teacher won't say anything too much. I'm the mysterious teacher. Secretly, I live here. I need money for research. Care to buy an invention? No. You must have some money for candy or such, eh? Well, please take a look at the price list. Last weapon, $1,048. Super bomb, $1,800. Real rocket, $3,485, and a sticky machine, $3,200. You're selling us weapons of mass destruction inside an elementary school. What the actual fuck, Mr. Teacher? Look at this. He's actually soliciting weapons of mass destruction into kids in an elementary school. How? Please drop in any time. I'm always working on a new invention. Wait, let me just... I haven't made progress since your last visit. Would you like to look at the old list? You must have some money for you. It's still here. Oh my god. What the... I'm sorry, I need to take a look at the list on the website to see what any of this actually means. I mean... It's too bizarre to be a joke. Okay, anyways, let's just take a look at last weapon. I honestly have no idea, please. Oh, so even the game fat guy doesn't even know what it does. Beware, Jeff can use the battle to destroy all enemies. Okay, I'm guessing, yeah, because Jeff is, well, that's pretty much his, EarthBound for the that's his Super Nintendo name, but in this game, he's just Lloyd. Okay, so it can basically destroy all enemies in an encounter. That's nice. Real rocket. Hang on, I gotta go through this. Okay, sticky machine. It will tie up an enemy, can be used multiple times. Okay, so it's a multiple use equivalent of the rope. No, it doesn't just show me what real rocket does. This guy doesn't have that. Oh my god. It's kind of funny when the cards show up, no roads being visible and all. Yeah, I mean, but the cards are possessed by... But the cards are basically possessed by alien forces, which can apparently turn them on and just cause them to go wild and smack into people. But you also need to suspend your disbelief in this game because you can still use your baseball bat, an aluminum baseball bat, mind you, to smash up the cars and turn them into piles of junk, even though it's not that doesn't work like that in real life, but you can do it in the game if you smack the car once and the point damage checks out. But this is bonkers. I mean, you can pretty much buy weapons of mass destruction from your chemistry teacher here in this elementary school. I mean, this is beyond illegal. Okay, now that I've got Lloyd, I think maybe their dialogue will change. Okay, so they're not changing their dialogue over here. Maybe I'll talk with the school teacher. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, the school nurse. Okay, hang on a minute. I still have to check Lloyd's, So Lloyd has a speed of 2, so let's get his speed up. Blood Drain Quick Capsule. By 4. Okay. So his speed is now 6. It's not too much, but it's better than nothing. Okay, they're not changing their dialogue now that I have Lloyd in my party. Did you see a strange man in the lab? Well, I saw him. Yeah, he's strange, alright. And he's pretty much just selling weapons of mass destruction. Okay, doesn't look like they're changing our dialogue here. Your glasses have slipped off your nose. Okay, that's a new one. I am Susie. I'm Miss Varysville. Aren't you gorgeous? Yes, you look cute. Okay, so I don't think she'll change her dialogue too. We only... Okay, but here's another thing that we have to understand here. Lloyd here is also... He doesn't have any gear, so we're gonna have to give Lloyd some good gear to carry around for a bit. But I don't want to give him any of this cheap-ass gear like a plastic baseball bat. He needs better gear than this. You're hungry, you want to do lunch. Yeah, so these not a lot of changes in dialogue here now that we have Lloyd in our party. Can Lloyd play the piano? Nope, looks like he can't. Oh well, moving on. Hey Lloyd, you weakling! Stop picking on Lloyd, you stupid jerk. What did Lloyd ever do to these kids? Okay, so, we can check. slingshots are good and all, but I would rather give Lloyd here the boomerang. Not talking to the kid that still has that cold. I think Lloyd will grow up and be a computer engineer. And I'm not talking to the kid with the cold. Nuh-uh. We had one cold, we're not getting another. Alright, moving on. Oh, the music's changed, but you recognize that tune. That's the same tune that was playing when we had Pippi as our party member. So it appears like this is the music that plays when you have more than one party member. Namely, like more than NINTEN as your party. Okay, so let's take another look. So he is full. Okay, we're gonna need to go to the department store and do a bit of shopping for Lloyd. Slingshot and bottle. Yeah, we don't need the plastic bat and the slingshot. That's pretty much old. Those are just old weapons. And Lloyd can use some better weapons. Yes. Now here's a funny thing. I mean, the plastic bat and the slingshot are school property. So what did we do? We raided the gym locker room, took the slingshot and the plastic bat that is meant to be used for school use only, and went to the department store and returned both items for not very much for a refund, but at least for some quick cash, because apparently it's no questions asked where you got the items, as long as you simply return them and say you're returning them. Yes, we're returning these pieces of school property because we're kids and we say so. At least we got $100 out of it. Anyways, let's check our bank account. All right, let's take it all. All right. Now what we want to do is we want to give Lloyd here his boomerang. Yeah, aluminum bat for Rod, boomerang for him. Nope. Okay, so Lloyd has an offensive force. So let's see what happens when the offense. Let's see how much the offense goes out when we equip him with the boomerang. Oh, I have to first give the boomerang to Lloyd. So he has a 4 of offense. Boomerang, be careful. This isn't a toy. Anyone can use it as a weapon. Lloyd equipped boomerang. Okay, from 4 all the way up to 36. That's a huge boost. 10, 20, 30. So he goes up by 32 points for offense, which is a good starter. Alright. Let's take another look. I don't know if we need to buy any food. No. You know what? Let's buy another asthma spray, just in case. And let's give it to Lloyd. There we go. All right, now let's save all this progress. $0 because I withdrew everything. 1,186 for NINTEN, 9 for LLOYD. By the way, do you want to save? Yes. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, guys, I do need to run to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Alright, let's take a look at what we do. Oh, look. Daddy's calling again. Oh my god, this guy just won't let up. Gotta pick up the phone, man. Okay, so they're not changing their dialogue over here. Okay, so here's the thing. While we do have LLOYD here, at level, yeah, he's at level 1, so I'm a little bit concerned for his own personal safety, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to use the Onyx Hook and go into Magic Hand and load LLOYD up with some defensive gear. So now LLOYD can enter Magic Hand. Okay, but what we need to do is buy some gear. We're gonna get him a gold ring and a magic coin, so he'll be built like a tank as well. Might as well give him the best armor if I can afford it. Okay, so we are going to give this to Lloyd. And give this to Lloyd. Okay, so we're looking at the defense here, so Lloyd's defense starts at 2. That brings up his defense to 22, so 20 plus 20 defense to Lloyd. Okay. Nope. Alright, so now we're going to take another look. Now we have it at 50. So now plus 28. Another with them. With gold ring plus 20 defense, that puts his defense to 50, which is a good starting defense. Okay, so now I'm a little bit more comfortable having Lloyd and fight some battles now. $700. Okay, so we're still a few bucks short from buying a protected pendant. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to chance it. No, hang on a minute. No. We don't have ATMs in Magic Hand, I forgot. Okay, well in this case, let's just go save our progress. Okay, we're nicely safe, so we're heading off. Now, I know there's... Okay, hang on a minute, let's just take another look. There is also Queen Mary... Yeah, there's still the treasury in Queen Mary's castle I can make use of. Lloyd goes to the next level. Fight by 2, speed by 1, wisdom by 4, strength by 1, force by 1, maximum HP by 2, and that's it. Yeah, because he doesn't collect psychic points. We're not going to be dealing with Woodle because Lloyd could fall in battle. Yeah, we're just going to have to ignore that one for the time being. The eyes are okay. So let's see what we can loot inside the castle treasure for the time being. Let's just pick up the pace. Okay, we can have a magic herb for Lloyd to use. Flash Dark. Okay, I wanted to see what that one does. Okay, so we really have to scroll up a bit. Flash Dark. Blinds an enemy in battle. Okay, so this is what it says here. Blinds an enemy in battle. Okay, so it creates a blinding effect. Let's see what else I want you to... Empty present. Antidote. Oh, Bullhorn. Okay. And it just pretty much just affects the enemy's defense. Magic herb. Some of this stuff I'm probably just gonna have to leave with the goods keeper. Yeah, only enough for 2 more slots. Okay, I can't really do anything else in here. Yep, that's it. All these gift boxes are empty. So it looks like the castle treasury has been completely looted. Nothing more over here. Okay, this is where the queen is. Did I actually miss any other presents? Nope. Okay, so I guess everything is done in this here castle. We can't really do much of anything else until we have the means of helping the queen remember the tune she's supposed to sing. Okay, so let's take a look at the goods that we've looted. Antidote. I'm gonna, you know what? I'll keep these on and then take them to the department store and sell them for some quick cash. And Lloyd goes up to the next level. Fight by 2, speed by 1, wisdom by 3, strength by 2, force by 1, HP by 4. Okay, no extra PP for NINTEN. Okay, we smashed this wood to splinters. Okay, so we picked up all that. Let's take a quick look. Nobody lost. Okay, Lloyd lost a little bit of HP, but that's not something a quick check into the hospital would fix. Okay, so now let's take a look. Oh, I forget I can use this. Lloyd is still... Wait a minute, Lloyd still needs to recover his HP. Okay. Okay, let's go to the house that has the prime, where they can actually just let us stay there for free. No, I think this is the guy that's asked me how's it going. No, hang on. These are supposed to be all the healing houses. No, this is the music store. Yeah, this is supposed to be the... Alright, let's take a look. Good, now everyone's back to full. Alright, so with that, let's just do another quick save. No. Where the hell? Okay. Alright, so let's leave Magic Hand. Okay, that magic coin and gold ring works beautifully. And Lloyd goes up to level 4. Fight by 3, speed by 1, wisdom by 4, strength by 3, force by 2, maximum HP by 3. Alright, we're making pretty good progress for Lloyd here. Okay, we're heading out. Got Lloyd to the triple figure XP. Okay, gotta be very careful here. Because if Lloyd were to get hit by lightning, he's gonna take some serious heavy damage. Okay, he's at level 5 now. Fight by 1, speed by 1, wisdom by 4, strength by 1, force by 1, HP by 5. Okay, we got Groucho. Let's have Lloyd guard for the time being. Okay, so NINTEN gets the XP bonus. I guess I'll have him fight now. Lloyd goes up to level 6. Fight by 3. Wisdom by 5. Strength by 1. Force by 2. HP by 3. Again, we're not going to be bothering the dragon at this time. I have a very sneaking suspicion we're going to need to level up much higher than that. We're going to have to get our levels up much higher than that before we face that dragon. Okay, no level up for Lloyd. Hang on a minute, I just need to check something on Lloyd here. Oh yeah, his HP does go up every level, but... There. I gotta free up some inventory space after all. Lloyd goes up to level 7. 5 by 2, speed by 1, wisdom by 5, strength by 3, force by 1, maximum HP by 2. Alright, keeping on. We'll make Lloyd a capable fighter in no time flat. And we're back to the surface. Okay, I'm gonna have Lloyd try a fight now. I'm gonna have him fight the saucer, while NINTEN focuses efforts on the Barbot. Not bad from Lloyd. So, since we have Lloyd in the party, the XP will be divvied up 50-50. The payouts are pretty much 50% among both party members. NINTEN takes 50% of the payouts, Lloyd takes 50% of the payouts. That's gonna be him. Okay, so we are now back on the surface here. I think what we can do now is... let's go to the hotel. Alright, cool. Let's see what I can return here. I'm probably... You can't buy Flash Dark from us. I gotta... get rid of them. You can't buy the Bullhorn. Oh my god. And for the record, I already have Healing Alpha to help relieve the poison condition, so I don't have to worry about that. Provided that NINTEN could keep himself alive in battle, but he's the highest level, so I still feel a little bit more confident. I still feel a bit more confident in this particular case. Okay. Alright, so that'll pretty much be it for everyone else. Not kind of liking the fact that I can't sell off the Bullhorn, but whatever. Okay, so we still have a little bit of a ways to go. Let's go back to the candy factory down south and just continue to loot the rest of the treasures. Okay, Lloyd gets to the next level. Fight by 1, speed by 2, wisdom by 3, strength by 2, force by 2, maximum HP by 12. So we're pretty much not going to be making as much XP in here. Well, whatever XP is XP. $473. Yep, so it's only like 2 XP each rather than full 3 XP. So even though half of 3 is 1.5, but the game does not go by 0.5 by half of a point. It has to round it off to the next. It just pretty much has to round it off to the next number. So we kind of get a little bit spoiled here. Okay, I'll keep the magic herb on standby for Lloyd to use. Hang on a minute. Okay, that just leads to the exit. We've been in there. Butter knife. Yeah, the knife is not... Okay, so he's not proficient with that. Neither is NINTEN. NINTEN swings baseball bat. Lloyd can just probably use slingshots and other stuff, but no sharp objects. Yeah, let's just get Lloyd's HP back up so we can free up some inventory space. Okay, antidotes. We're gonna have to hawk that off. Nothing in here. Physical capsule. Life up cream. But that's basically to help heal wounds. Nobody's up there. Okay. Physical. So 50. Okay, so Lloyd has 17 for strength. Okay. Five. So that puts Lloyd's strength from 17 to 22. Okay, cool. Moving on. Nothing else over here. Let's check this present. More magic herbs. Okay. Okay, these 2 pointers are not good enough. I mean, I'd like to encounter a barbot at some point. Nothing in here. Just more magic herbs. Oh, we got multiple rats this time around. So if they're only going to pay us out in 2 experience points, so we're going to get 4 points. 4 points total. Nope, that was only like 3 points total. Guess that one rounded down. Okay, we're pretty much stuffed full. Okay. I'm guessing at this point, yeah. Okay, now we got a Barbot on our hands. The only enemy in here that can give us a decent payout. Okay, we're just gonna have to dash out of here. Now I'm gonna try and see if I can use the bullhorn. I wonder if the magic herbs can be sold. Let's give that a try. Yeah, so Lloyd can definitely defend himself well. Even though he's at level 8. The magic coin and the gold ring help immensely here. Okay, 30 points apiece. Let's just pick up the pace, go back to the department store. Let's see what I can do with this. I'll give you $50 for the magic herb, whatever. Okay, I think that's good enough. And I might as well withdraw some more money while I'm at it. What the? Oh, no, no, no. I'm supposed to use this. Okay, good. Give me that good money. Okay, so we're now done with that, so now let's head back to the factory and loot some more stuff. So we have 1,827 bucks. Nope, succeeded in blocking my PSI, but it doesn't matter. Battle's won. And Lloyd goes up to level 9. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so that leaves 5 more slots open. Okay, cool. Moving on. Okay, let's collect the rest of the treasures that are in here. Okay. So I haven't finished looting everything on the second floor here. And I think I'm going to get Lloyd up to level 10 before I'm going to call session for today. I'm just going to give him one more level, and that'll be good. Okay, let's make use of this rope here. Okay, everything's looted in here. Well, we got another bar bought out of it. Okay, 33. That's pretty good coming from Lloyd. More bar bots would be more better to fight, but there's also that added risk of it using PK Beam Gamma on me. Okay, fight capsules, so let's take a quick look. So Lloyd has 20. Okay, his energy. Okay, so that pretty much puts Lloyd's fight to 25, good. I mean, he's the weaker party member in this case, so he has to get all the capsules. Hey, Kunzi. Good to have you here. Welcome to RPG Capper. Hello, how's it going? We're playing EarthBound Beginnings for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh, look, another magic herb. Just what we needed. So how are you doing today? Clippington, was this renamed Beginnings in a retcon sort of way? Yes, it was renamed Beginnings in a retcon sort of way because there was a major story about this game. I mean, it was originally due to be released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in America way back in in the early 90s, but apparently plans to release the game on the market got scrapped, and instead Nintendo decided to opt with the second game instead on the Super Nintendo. But considering the fact that this game has had a development history with Nintendo in terms of translation, everything regarding the localization for EarthBound for Nintendo was pretty much complete. They were ready to release the game on the market, and then Nintendo pulled the plug on the last moment. So we never really got EarthBound Beginning, the first EarthBound game, or the first mother game if you want to get technical for the Nintendo Entertainment System, at the time, even though everything for the game was ready and good to go. So Nintendo decided, well, we're not going to have this, but we're going to have the Super Nintendo version of the game instead, which was released on the market, but since the Super Nintendo game was just called EarthBound, they couldn't just call the Nintendo version of the game, the original NES version of the game, EarthBound, because by itself, because that was already given to the Super Nintendo version. So they had to retcon it by calling it EarthBound Beginnings in a clever sort of way to show, well, these are this show that this is actually the first EarthBound story, even though we pretty much called this the game on the Super Nintendo just EarthBound by itself, and not EarthBound 2. I mean, there's more to this story than meets the eye, because if I were to look up Starman.net's official article of what happened during development, production, and eventual release only and cancellation, we can get much more of the story regarding this game, the localization efforts, and why Nintendo chose to scrap it at the last moment. I mean, yeah, there are definitely articles on the internet that explain what really happened far better than I can explain. Anywho, we're pretty much going to be finishing up this session in probably the next half hour or so. I'm going to be looking at getting teammate Lloyd here, or Jeff as he was called in the Super Nintendo. Well, the Super Nintendo version pretty much calls him Jeff, but Jeff and Ness are not NINTEN and LLOYD. NINTEN and LLOYD, and they're separate characters from Ness and Jeff, even though there are similarities to their appearances. Magic herb, we got magic herbs. We get the treasure chests are instead represented as gift boxes here. Okay, we got all that. Can't carry anything else. Okay, let's take a quick look. So life up, yeah. So you got the clipping done, and how are you been doing this fine Sunday? I mean, some people are off watching the big game on TV, but I'm not really that much into football. I mean, if people are really much into it, then they can go ahead, but it's just not my thing. I mean, I like playing football video games, but actual football, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I know EarthBound is an important RPG. When I really got into it beyond Mario RPG and Undertale, I know I should, but I keep not getting around to it. Yeah, I mean, Mario RPG is an excellent game in itself. I've seen gameplay of it. I've never played it before in my life, but I will play it one of these days on my channel. Yeah, I'm not from the US, so it's not even in my radar. Okay. Oh, where are you from, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, so there's one little gift box here that we're gonna have to leave. Colombia. Oh, you're from Colombia. I'm sorry, man, I actually don't speak Spanish. I mean... So just to let you know. But that's okay, I mean, if we understand each other in English, that's also good. No problem, yeah. I mean, I do get some overseas fans as well. I think I have one fan from the UK. Oh my god. Okay, the rats here are very frequent encounters in here, but they don't pay out very well in terms of XP. I mean, you only get like 2 XP for 1 rat and 3 XP for 2 rats. Okay, we could probably come back here in a later time to collect the life up cream if we wanted to. But any case, holy smokes. I mean, at some point, I'm going to be playing all the EarthBound games. I've been advised not to start the series with the NES because of stuff like this. Well, yeah, I understand it, but for myself, I do like to follow the games in good chronological order. Because, yeah, the encounters are severely frequent, and there is a very big grinding process when it comes to leveling up your guys. But I'm the guy who can pretty much deal with grinds. I don't mind the grind, which is my motto. And and pretty much what I pretty much do on my channel is I play various RPGs. I play them through to their level cap, which means I bring my characters up to their final level, which is a very hard process to do, but it is achievable if you have the discipline for it. And I don't mind doing this. It's just a good way for me just to maintain focus and all that. Oh, that's why you're RPG Capper. Yes, that's right. I'm RPG Capper because I cap RPGs. I have an archive of all the games that I have played thus far on my YouTube channel and a few here on my Twitch channel. And you can see that I appear as a bottle cap because it is a metaphor to the theme of the channel. Now, by the way, it's very funny you have such a cute VTuber and such a deep voice. You know what? I actually get that. I get that from comments from some real life friends. I mean, you think that you see somebody like me with a bottle cap, with a bottle cap body, but you would think that somebody like me would have like a higher pitched voice. And then when you actually hear what I sound like, it's like, this is not what I expected at all. I did not expect the guy to this bottle cap to have such a baritone to him. You know, it'd feel like you'd be a very fun character in an RPG. Oh, thanks very much. I mean, I am actually supposed to appear in a friend's RPG. He's making an RPG through RPG Maker. And I'm pretty much signed on to be an NPC character, but I'm also supposed to provide some provisions to the heroes. I'm supposed to, like, hand out bottles of soda pop, or like soda, like soft drinks, to help bolster their HP or provide additional stat boosts or buffs. I have to get back in touch with him to see how the progress is going on with that RPG, and see if he's programmed me into the game yet. Oh yeah. Okay, let's sell off a few things. Maybe I'll get rid of the rope. 300 bucks for the rope. Okay, so I did loot up all that stuff inside the factory. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of the flash dark. I was picturing like you just find out this cute little bottle cap guy near the end of the game. You go, it was like, and you go, what are they doing here? It's dangerous. And the player talks to you and turns out you know all the ins and outs. Yeah. Oh, the bottle, I gotta get rid of the plastic bat. Getting rid of this. I'll probably get rid of the butter knife too, because I can't use that one. That's reserved for Teddy later on in the game, since he can wield the sharp objects. No, 290 bucks. Okay. Give it laid on me. Okay, let's take a look. So we got... Yeah, this looks a little bit better. Okay. Alright, let's see if we got any more money in the bank account to withdraw. Oh, fuck. I forgot about... I gotta use this. 330... Well, whatever. I'll take it all. 2,700 bucks. Not bad. Okay, there we go. So we're nicely safe, so now I can just go loot some more stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna be it's okay, let me take a quick look. So we're almost at the 3-hour mark, so I'm gonna have to be calling session pretty soon, but I do want to finish looting up whatever's left of those treasures inside in the candy factory. Even though there's only like the life up crew to get, but I have a habit with looting all the chests. Okay, and yeah. Still no level 10 for Lloyd yet. But I want to end the game end today's game session when I have Lloyd to level 10. I kind of like to end it off at a nice even number. I'm not a big fan of odds. Not a big fan of odd numbers, to be honest, unless it's level 99, which is usually traditionally the final level for a lot of RPGs. Now I remember that you followed me a while back, Kunzi, but I can't remember when specifically you followed. Hang on a minute. I'm actually wait, I just want to go through the list here. Okay, looks like you might have followed me over a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. Conceit. Yeah, I don't see your name on the mini feed anywhere. So it looks like you might have followed me a while ago. Okay. You know what, that's alright. That's alright. Probably a raid. Yeah, probably a raid, and you probably may have followed me from there. Anyways, I gotta go this way. I just want to be thoroughly done with this factory so I wouldn't have to keep dealing with these rats over and over and over again. I mean, you do get the occasional bar bot to fight, but I don't want to deal with bar bots all the time. That garbage can just has bottle rockets, but I don't need to take another bottle rocket. How are things in Colombia with you right now? Okay, we got life up cream, so that's the last of the treasures. We don't end... Okay, so here's what I want to do now. I don't necessarily want to run all the way back outside for this factory, so we're going to use the Onyx hook again. Fields outside the factory remind me of Boktai. Maybe they probably influenced the Boktai pixel artist. Possibly, because I haven't done a lot of reading into the Modern Development series. I mean, I know that Shigesato Itoi just likes to tell good stories with his games. But yeah, there is that. But okay, anyways, we're back in Magic Hand. I haven't taken too much yet. Okay, so here's what I'm probably gonna do now. Oh, wait. I think I have enough to buy a pendant. Whoa, this environment is very out there, haha. Yes, we are pretty much in the magical land of Magic Hand. And trust me, it blew my mind when I saw it for the first time too. LLOYD Advanced next. Okay, we got him to level 10, Fight by 2, Speed by 1, Wisdom by 5, Strength by 2, Force by 1, Maximum HP by 3. Okay, so he's now at level 10. Yeah, so what happens is, like, when I first came into this mysterious fantasy land, you actually had to read a passage from your great-grandfather's diary, in this case, NINTEN's diary, the guy with the baseball cap, in front of this mysterious pink spiral rock. And it just gives you, like, and he just, in the book, and the rock, communicates telepathically with you by asking who has lost their tail, and in the diary, NINTEN reads out, the one who sails the cosmos, and bam, he got transported into this magical land. Wait a minute, hang on a minute. I could probably leave a few things with her. Yeah, it's a very weird game. I'm gonna give this... Get rid of the bullhorn. No. Goodbye. Okay, let's take a quick look. Alright, cool. Yeah, this game, even though you're basically supposed to be fighting against alien invaders, you still have to face off against these weird and wacky enemies in this magical fantasy land, too. Also, let me take another quick look. I can pretty much rest up the two of them in the house right now. Prime rib. You want some? Yes, thanks. Your bed is ready. Please sleep well. And here's the thing, like, you're in this magical fantasy land, and all the locals, like, treat you like a member of their family. But there is a purpose to being here. I mean, you're supposed to know you're supposed to learn a musical song that you have to get from the queen of this magical land. And you're supposed to use this song to help save the Earth from the alien invaders. Okay, I don't want to really have to... Yeah, I don't want to have to stay in Magic Hand. I would like to get back to Marysville. And when we get back to Marysville, then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna call session. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna rush back to the store, and now that we have enough money, we can buy a pendant. Like a protective pendant for LLOYD here. Okay, so we already have Earth Pendant here for NINTEN. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Fire Pendant for LLOYD. Okay, so we're gonna take a look. He has a... oh, hang on. Oh yeah, so I can do it like this. So he has defense of 59. Give the fire pendant to Lloyd. Look, fire pendant, when you use it, it will defend against PK freeze. Okay, so it will defend against ice attacks. Okay, so it's the exact opposite here. Okay, well that's still fine. Okay, so it has an elemental, it does some elemental protection. Alright, so let's head back to the Earth. We gotta go this way. Raib Edet. That's the end of Buddha Bear. Go down this way. Okay, now we're going down the well. Straight back to Earth. No, no, no. There we go. It's a bit of a maze down here. Groucho draws near, and I don't need to fight him, I can just check him. Because he gives me XP bonuses. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have Nintendo do the checking, and Lloyd will do the guarding. It'll help move the battle much faster. There we go. He just walks away, and I get the experience, and Lloyd gets the XP bonus. Nice. I always like that, because any chance to get even more XP cuts down the amount of grinding time significantly. So you did mention that you wanted to check out Undertale. I played Undertale about... yeah, like 10 years ago I played Undertale. And look at how much time had passed since then. But at some point I do plan on playing Undertale for my channel. Okay, I don't want to fight Groucho because you get more XP when you check him out and he just says hello and leaves. There we go. Just walks away, and I get the XP bonus for NINTEN. You're practically sparing the Groucho. Yeah, you could spare the Grouchos and you get XP bonuses out of it. So it pays more to spare them than it is to fight them, because when you fight them, they only give you 3 XP when you beat them. But when you just check them out, they can give you like they can give you like upwards of like between 70 to 96 XP. So you get more XP payouts when you just check them out. And NINTEN does not level up. Okay, moving on. We don't need to go down there. We already got the Onyx hook. I like how the tunnels here. I liked how this dungeon looks like some kind of an oversized igloo, because the balls look like ice. Anyways, we're out. All right, so that's it. So now we're back out on the surface. So yeah, you can leave the fairyland as long as you go out through that door. Or well, the fairyland. I tend to call it magical fairyland, but the actual name of the place is Magic Hat. Anyways, so we're back on the surface. We're heading to Marysville to stop today's progress. Yeah, they're very creative for NES graphics. Yeah, this was released, pretty... I think it, yeah, okay, I think it was like, yeah, 1989. And the graphics are... Yeah, Cheshire Small Cougar, yeah. And the cougar's on fire. It's like a flaming cougar. Okay, that skunk did a number on me. But I have a lot of curative items. Okay, so we got Lloyd to 4-figure experience now, that's good. So now we gotta get off the mountain and get back to Marysville. Okay, there's the path off the mountain. Okay, so we're heading back to town. So first what we're going to do is we're going to save at... Well, first we're going to stop at the hotel, rest up, and then we're going to save progress at the department store. Okay, so we have... level 20, yeah, we have level 23 for NINTEN, level 10 for Lloyd. So Lloyd did pretty good today, upon his joining in the party. Okay, we still have the life up cream, but that can be saved for later. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got seven item slots in total. I'm gonna see how much money I have. 320. You know what? I'll take the money. Wait a minute. I forgot to take the money. There we go. Alright, so we have $2,192 in our purse, so let's save. $0 because we took all the money. 42 for NINTEN. So he doesn't have too much to go to get to the next level, but that's fine. We'll leave that till next session for EarthBound. Now, EarthBound is only just one of the games that I'm playing here on my channel currently. There's a couple other games I'm currently playing as well, the other being Tales of Eternia for the Sony PlayStation Portable. And I'm also playing an arcade game called Dungeon Magic. I should be finishing up Dungeon Magic thoroughly on that next playthrough. Then, at some point, I want to try my hand at a strategy RPG. So we're gonna save. Now we're gonna rest, because we're not gonna be continuing any further. Okay, so that'll now be it for today's session of EarthBound Beginnings. So, let's just head back to our regular bubble screen. Alright, so that is pretty much it for today's RPG capping session. So, let's thank everyone who came in today, shall we? I will concede, thank you very much for coming on in. It was really good to have you here on board. I also thank Nefila for keeping me company. Gweenup as well, thank you very much for coming in as well. Elvin Sorrow, you're also very much... I also thank you very much for coming on in. And of course, you guys are all rockstars for being here in the RPG Camper. Alright, man, thanks for streaming. You're very welcome. You're welcome. So, I do have a schedule that I put up on my Discord. If you want to know where my Discord is, you can just check on my About Me page, and there's a link to my Discord there, and you can feel free to join and be part of the Capper crew. So it's almost dinner time, so I better run. But I am not going to leave until I've had a chance to rate a few good friends of mine. Or at least one of my friends of mine, that is. So let's just see who's available for a raid, shall we? So just give me one moment. Okay, so I do have my good friend Sarzak on. So he's playing Monster Rancher for the Sony PlayStation. We're gonna give him a raid. Okay, we're ready to raid Sarzak. So, say hi to Sarzak for me, guys. And for that, I'm gonna say see you next stream. Take care and have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.
We're being attacked!
Hey Capper, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi everyone. Hello, I'm Starzak. I'm a retro VTuber. We're playing some